everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another low budget meal idea video where today I'm going to share with you some $4 Target meals. But if you don't shop at Target, don't worry if you don't have a Target near you in the city or state or country you live in, no big deal. All of the items I'm sharing with you today, you can get at any of your local grocery stores. There's nothing special about them. I just personally like going to different stores because it keeps me inspired and motivated to create new recipes, to dig for new finds in case you're looking for low prices. And Target actually has some really awesome deals. They're actually a little bit cheaper for us in our area on a lot of staples that I buy versus Walmart. But I went ahead and grabbed a few items. I'll show you my small little grocery haul. Plus, I am using staples for seasonings and sauces that are in my cupboards. I don't think this is cheating in any way, shape, or form when I say that I spent, $4 per dinner, because a lot of us use the staples or the items we already have on hand. And I feel like these are, normal pantry items that you guys probably already have available at your home. So let's jump into the quick little grocery haul I have and then for the meals for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you're a Target shopper or not. Personally, I am not a big Target shopper. I'll go there intentionally if I know I'm going to pick something up, but I'm not someone who randomly goes to Target on a Friday afternoon because I want to burn some time. That's just not me. But I do like Target. I think their prices are really great. So let me know if you're a Target shopper down in the comments below. Okay, let's start with our little tiny grocery haul. Like I said in my quick intro, I am adding seasonings that I have on home because I feel like that's how everyone cooks, right? We don't go buy all of our seasoning for one meal. Anyways, I have some green onions, which were 99 cents, some tofu that was $1.99. The frozen veggies were 85 cents a pack, which I just talked about in my grocery haul, how those are so much cheaper for me than Walmart. Walmart are $1.25, same size bag. Only 85 cents for the Good & Gather brand at Walmart. And then I have my red lentil pasta, which was $2.39, which brings my total to $7.07, so less than $4 per meal, which I think is really good. Let's get started with the first meal. We got some cooking to do. Meal number one, we're going to do a crunchy tofu with a stir-fried sugar snap pea. Doesn't that sound so good? So for seasonings, I pulled out some cornstarch, ginger, chili flakes, and garlic. You can use whatever seasonings you have on hand. You don't have to use exactly what I have. This is, again, just for some inspiration to cook a different type of meal or to give you a really inexpensive, low-budget meal idea. I am going to put my tofu in the oven. I'm gonna pop my oven on to 450 degrees. You can also do this in the air fryer if you like. I don't have my air fryer in my kitchen right now, so oven is the way to go. We're gonna stir fry these up with some of the same seasonings and then top with some fresh green onions. Let's have a quick chat about tofu. If you notice, I don't press mine, just personal preference, and I don't really pat down the excess water. You can do either, it's completely up to you. I feel like tofu is a very acquired taste and we all uniquely like to fix it how we like to fix it. I am making this crunchy. Now for me, crunchy tofu, I just put a little bit of cornstarch and a whole bunch of seasoning on it. It has to be eaten immediately after coming out of the oven or the air fryer for me. It's not something I can reheat and enjoy. It kind of takes a weird texture for me, and it's not something that I eat all the time. It's something that I have to be like, oh, that sounds good today, I'll have it. But for me, most of the time, I just do a roasted tofu. The one thing that's nice about crunchy tofu, it does give it a nice crunch on the outside and then it leaves a nice soft consistency in the inside. If you don't like tofu, no big deal. If it's not something that you eat, you could do a roasted potato with this meal instead, or just do an additional pasta. I try to just kind of switch it up and add a few different elements when I'm cooking low budget meals. It kind of leaves me feeling inspired when I go to the store, and it doesn't make me feel cut off. One thing with a plant-based diet is you have to figure out how to use the same ingredients over and over and over in new ways. And in order to do so, you have to get really creative. Another thing is if you have mustard on hand in your house, you could do a really nice mustard, soy, or coconut amino, or even a Bragg's amino sauce for this dish. It would be so delicious. Or even a red chili sauce, like a sweet chili sauce, would be really delicious. You'll see a sauce that I'm going to make for the second recipe, though it actually pair really well with this first one. number 2 is a spin on a broccoli noodle with like a teriyaki soy sauce. I went through my cupboards, found some seasonings I knew would work, got a few dishes that would work for me. I want to point out though, if you are not gluten-free, a 1 pound regular pasta at my Target is 85 cents, which is a killer deal. That's amazing. So if you are gluten-free, obviously you have to buy the gluten-free version. And it's a little bit more expensive, but if you're not, this would be like a $2 dinner, like 85 cents, and then some green onions. But we go ahead and have the pasta. They didn't have broccoli, just regular broccoli, so I did get the carrots and cauliflower, like the tri-blend. I think this will taste just as good. We're gonna top it with some green onions to add a lot of flavor, just kind of give it a really good kick. For the sauce, we are going to do garlic, sesame seeds, onion powder, coconut aminos. Again, you can use any seasoning that you have on hand. If you do soy sauce instead of coconut aminos, that is perfect too, or you can do Bragg's, whatever you guys like. Whatever, you can even do a teriyaki sauce and, you know, do like a 1 bottle kit and skip all of the other seasonings. But we're gonna start with getting our pasta ready, and then we're gonna pop our veggies in with our pasta. I'll show you what we're doing, and then the sauce is gonna be so delicious. Once I got my pasta water ready to go and got that off to a boil, I went ahead and added my veggies to a hot pot with some water. I get a lot of questions. No, I don't cook with oil. I never really have cooked with oil. Sometimes way back in the day, I used to roast veggies with olive oil, but it's just not my thing. It's not like my taste preference. And then when I went plant-based, I found the starch solution, which I don't really follow to a T anymore, but I still eat a very high carb, low fat diet. But I actually prefer my veggies steamed in water. I think they have so much more flavor that way. You're actually tasting the vegetable, not the oil. So it's just personal preference. Do whatever you'd like. I also did add a little bit of a cornstarch slurry with just water, cornstarch to this sauce to thicken it up a little bit. Perfection. You could also add about a tablespoon of brown sugar if you want to make it a little bit sweeter, or even a little bit of maple syrup. But I thought it was really, really good with the heavy garlic and the coconut aminos. It was so delicious. Meal number 1 is a huge success. It cost me roughly $3.50 to make. I think it's delicious. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell like the coconut aminos with the really heavy garlic. Plus, I have more seasonings I could add, as I'm sure you do, so you can kind of create different elements of flavor. I know, who am I? Like talking about flavor. Let me know in the comments below if you've been around since I started my channel when I was like, I just like salt and garlic, because I really didn't know how to cook with seasonings, and food still tastes good with salt and garlic to me. But now that I have more depth of flavor, I feel like I have a more adventuresome palate. But anyways, this cost me roughly around $3.50. And if you are not gluten-free, it would cost you even less, because you could do regular pasta instead of gluten-free. I don't mind the red lentil pasta. I only used about half of the box for this recipe because I knew we would have leftovers, and red lentil pasta for me doesn't heat up very well the next day. Kind of gets a little bit mealy and kind of disintegrates a little bit. So if I'm going to make a red lentil pasta, I typically make only what we're going to eat for that meal, and then I save the rest like as dry pasta. I hope you give this meal a try. If you do, tag me over on Instagram at Miranda Running on Plants. I love sharing your guys' tags over on my Instagram stories. It makes me so happy when you guys recreate a meal that maybe I inspired you to create, and you let me know what your family thinks of it. As always, thank you so much for clicking on this video, for watching, and for just really enjoying the content that I put out. I have a lot more budget ideas coming very soon. The next video I'm putting up, which is going to be on Thursday, is also a budget video. So make sure if you're not, you're subscribed. And if you are subscribed, make sure your notifications are turned on, because I've been putting up some bonus videos on Saturdays, and you're not gonna wanna miss a few that I have coming up in the month of March, because I did do a full home tour, which I will link down below if you want to check that out. But I'm gonna do a furnished home tour in March, and you're not gonna want to miss it. Have an awesome day. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.